Screamy Spice and Bukkake Spice.
Do it. Let's go.
This is what we've got from social media. This question is from and the question is no fucker gave us any questions.
Yeah. Okay, this one's musical, or music related. Who are your top 5 musical influences? And if you don't class them as influences, you can just go with like favourite bands or artists.
Okay. I would say Elvis Presley is definitely up there. Lady Gaga. Hayley Williams, she's all right. Oh, 5 is a lot, man. My dad. Hi, Dad.
Your
Dad.
You got one more to name, haven't you?
I have, but I can't. Adam, he's all right. Right, are you ready for yours now?
Yeah.
What have I got left? It's all over the place. This is my sheet.
I've asked 3, so.
Okay. This one is probably a tough one, but you're an expert, so I expect you to answer quite quickly. I think you should know. How much would a fiend watch if watch Bukkake unjudged?
Next question.
The iRub is telling me you want to tell me you knew the answer straight away. Right.
The answer is 37.
37 Wowzer!
It depends if you watch, I guess, the build-up to it, or just the final main event. If that makes sense.
That doesn't happen, does it? You have to.
Like a montage.
37. Oh, that's a good answer. I'll pass that on.
Fucking hell. Passing it on to who?
Anyone who wants to know.
You're giving misinformation. Fucking hell. Right, okay. Right, it's my turn now. Would you rather have a vagina on your forehead or have penises stuck up and down your back like a stegosaurus?
Vagina on my head.
Why?
Because it's just one on my head rather than Stegosaurus dick back.
Yeah, but it's here. It's on your forehead.
Yeah, but if it was like a nice, neat, tidy one, it would just be another place for me to get.
Yeah.
So every hole's a goal.
You can't really cover it up though, can you?
Wear a bandana.
If it gets wet.
If it gets wet, I'm gonna have to sort it out, ain't I?
I don't regret the question, but I regret saying why at the end.
Right. What's the worst thing you've ever done as a person?
I don't really think I should answer that question.
I think you should. The fans want to know.
There was one time when I was like a teenager, I think. I was at home, in my parents' house, and it was just me and my dad at home. My dad was in the shower, and I really needed.
I think I've heard this before.
And I knocked on the door, and he couldn't hear me. And I'm like, need to go for shit. Need to go for shit. So I shat in a bin bag in the kitchen.
Bit of a weird place to go and do it, isn't it? That is the worst thing you've ever done.
And then I had some kitchen towel. I wiped it, put it in there, double bagged it. Yeah.
Not a paper one.
Like, yeah, then. paper towels. Like, no.
You're vile. You're disgusting.
Tea towels.
I can't believe you've done this.
I had to do it, otherwise I would have just shat myself.
That's not so bad.
In your own home and not shit yourself.
You should be safe in your own home.
Anyway,
Okay,
that's pretty bad.
I'll write that down. Shit in a Morrison's bag. What was it?
It might have
Waitrose?
been. I don't know.
Gosh.
No, I think it was just a
Waitrose
bin bag.
Not as good as B&M, but it's good.
All of these places are bad.
No, they're not. You can spend so much money and get so many things.
Yeah, and they'll break instantly. It's a
No.
shit.
Incorrect. Incorrect.
Alright, okay. Well, I don't remember what bag I shat in, but it's asked a relatively serious question now.
Okay.
What is the highest note you can reach?
That's too technical for me, and you know that. The ones that I do in our songs, the highest ones, because I can never do it again. I do it one time and I can never do it again. What really grinds your gears?
The number one most overwhelmingly annoying thing that people can do is say that they're going to do something and then not do it. Oh yeah, I'll take the bins out, and then just sit there and not take the bins out, because people do that all the time. One like promises that they're going to do something and it affects other people, and you're counting on them to do it and then they don't do it. That's really irritating.
Do you mean like arrange a Zoom meeting for 11 a.m. and then change it to 12?
Yeah,
Some people have babies, you know.
it's coronavirus. That grinds my gears. Just wasted like a year and a half of my life.
Yeah. Failure.
But that's like a stock answer. Everyone could say that. So.
Yeah.
Right. What is the most embarrassing moment of your entire life?
I know it's got to be something to do with poo.
Our fans, aka anyone that watches this video in the future, because we don't have any fans at the moment, people that discover this in like 5 years or something. Aimi has got a real sort of, I don't want to say obsession.
Affinity. It's an affinity.
An affinity for poo.
It's just hilarious, isn't it?
It's like every time I'm like, oh, you know, every time we're like, oh, we'll do this or we'll do that, and she's like, oh, I'll be like 5 minutes late, I'm shitting or something.
Well, you don't want it to catch you unawares.
It's the opposite. I feel like you don't want poo to catch you unawares.
No.
Therefore, I am so aware of your poo.
It's just like trying to fight the fear with the fear.
Yeah.
Lay it on thick. When I was at college, I was on the bus coming home, and it's 45 minutes till I got home. And we were about 10 minutes away from home, and I've been holding this shit in, and it was like one of them really primal ones where you get all the shakes and you get fever. He's like, I'm gonna shit now. And I was sitting on the bus, and my friend was trying to talk to me, and I was just like, shut up! Because I can't hear you because I need a shit, and you're making it worse by trying to talk to me. So then I just got off the bus in this random village and went into this pub, and I shat in the pub. And then I didn't have any service, and I couldn't ring my mum to come and pick me up. I was really scared. That would have been embarrassing if I just shat myself in front of all of my friends.
Yeah, it would have.
People that I thought were cool that I didn't talk to because I wasn't cool enough yet.
Okay.
Recall
Yeah.
an odd situation that you've been in.
It was at a house party when, all of these are like toilet humour based. House party, I was probably like 16, 17, something like that. And this house only had one toilet, and I really desperately needed a piss. There were a lot of like rows of bushes, right? I didn't want to do it at in my mate's bush outside his house. I had a look next door. There was no car parked in the driveway or anything like that. So I went next door. So I started pissing, literally, like mid-flow, and all of a sudden, from behind me, headlights. I can see my own like shadow on the wall of the front of the house. And I turned around, sort of sideways, still pissing, still coming out. And I turned around sideways, and there is this family coming home from wherever they've been for the evening, and I am urinating in their bush, and they're just looking right at me like that. No, I ran
Ran where? Next door?
back into the house. And also, I hadn't even put it away yet.
Ugh.
Just ran off.
Were you still pissing as you ran?
I think I was like, I think I was just sort of,
Just
I cut it
dribbling a
off.
bit.
But I was probably just dripping, yeah. What do I do? I've got another one as well, but I won't do it.
Go on.
Because I don't,
Go on.
No, it can't go on the
Go
internet.
on.
You can't
Go
put
on.
this on there. And
Why?
you'll understand why when I tell you. There was a time I was at a Wetherspoons pub in Welling, which is a bit of a shithole. And and I just went, "Oh, I'm so sorry," but it was just like one of the worst moments of my entire life, I think.
You're an arsehole.
I certainly felt like an arsehole. Where do you live, and what are the best and worst things about that place? There you go.
Live in Wellingborough. Worst thing, the flute playing. Fucking
Yeah.
ever, with the same note playing over and over again. Worst thing. Another best thing is that it's not London.
London is
And everyone drives like a bumhole.
what?
Everyone drives like a
Everyone
bumhole.
drives-
Like a
Oh,
bumhole. When I drove through London to go to Kent, I was like this close to every single car in front of me. And if I left this much, another car would be like,
Yeah.
is there this is very invasive, okay? Is there anything strange on your body? If so, what is it?
Got a birthmark on the side of my head that looks like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That looks like a scar.
Yeah, I used to tell people when I was a kid, they were like, "Oh, what was that?" I used to tell them that my brain was too big, and it sort of overflowed outside of my head.
Did you genuinely think that at one point?
No, I just told them that.
Mm.
I just told them that. Yeah, so that's that. One of my ex-girlfriends used to call it my alien blob, which made me feel really great. Let me tell
That's
you.
nice.
It wasn't a long relationship, that one. What an incredibly invasive question.
What's the word?
Are you about to sneeze or shit?
I can't think of the word. Let's move on because this happens quite often.
Would you rather eat chocolate flavoured shit?
Yep.
Or shit flavoured chocolate?
Shit flavoured chocolate.
Because it's not actually shit, right?
Because it's not actually shit and doesn't have all the bad things in it to give me E. coli and whatnot. And also, I feel like shit gives off a bad impression of itself. I think it probably tastes like avocado. Apparently avocado tastes like clean.
Clean dick.
Yeah. Right then. The final question. Da-da-da-da. It doesn't have to be anything that's released. But what's your favourite Prisoner song?
When we're filming this, right now, Saturday the 17th of July, 12:46 p.m. The song's not come out yet, so I can two birds with one stone this one. Elliott, which is our upcoming single.
That's your absolute favourite, is it?
I think so, yeah. I think it's really good. I think it's really, really good. There's others that probably come close, but it's the best of the three singles so far. There's other songs that might like be better musically. We haven't done the vocals for them yet necessarily. So of the complete songs, it's Elliott for sure. And that leads me to the next thing that I'm going to say, and I'm going to speak to the camera as I say this.
Which one? That one? Or that one?
Our next song It's called Helix, and it comes out on Thursday, the 22nd of July, 2021.
And it's really good. So if you like music that's good, then you should listen to it, and you should download it and stuff. And we were meant to be meeting up today to film like some content, but we couldn't because of the old fucking Rona. So we were also probably going to do a music video for it, and then we couldn't either. So listen to it, download it, and share it with your friends. Force them to listen to it. Do you agree with that?
You cut out for most of it, but I agree with sharing it with your friends.
Yeah.
Tie them to a chair, play the song on repeat, and then if they zone out at any point, just slap them right around the head. Backhand them, or even threaten them with a knife, but nicely, with a butter knife. You got anything to add? Put it on your playlists on Spotify. Yeah, do stuff like that. It only takes a second. Listen to it on the bus, like on loudspeaker.
He's frozen.